gentlemen, give it up for Henry Lau! Henry, can you join me right here? I want to ask you a couple of questions. First of all, how are you doing, man? How are you feeling? It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Henry, you know you're looking good right now. You got a lot of fans in the audience. Tell me, I can bet you something. Just looking at them right now, all of them want to be in my place, standing right beside you. Is that right?
First of all, hi everybody. For the people who don't know who I am, my name is Henry. And I'm just really happy to be here. Thank you so much. And I missed you guys all so much.
One more time. Now, Henry, I gotta ask you this question. Have you ever performed in front of an esports audience before, or is this the first time?
This is the first time I've been to an event like this.
Okay, Henry.
And I'm very honored. And it was so cool. I was in the back.
Yeah,
watching.
man, and the
just
Jeep
amazing.
as well, like the opening. That was crazy.
Did you guys see the Jeep? I mean, of course you guys see the Jeep. Yeah.
They were going crazy. They saw a couple of people walk out. They were screaming. They thought it was you. Now, I want to ask you for a favor, Henry. Okay? So we know that you're a very multi-talented artist. You know, not only do you play a couple of different instruments. You know, yeah, I like that. I like that. You're also diverse with your genres in terms of music. You also played in a Hollywood movie, A Dog's Journey, as well. Right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, thank you.
But I want to ask you for a favor. You see...
Anything, bro, anything.
Anything?
Just let me
all
know.
Right, thanks, man.
What is
So,
it?
you see, all of these guys are PUBG Mobile fans. I was thinking, since you love playing the violin, can you play, if I get these guys to shout and scream really loud, can you play the PUBG Mobile theme song on the violin?
Theme song. Let me think.
He's thinking.
Like,
wait, how about this?
I heard it a lot. Da, 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 da.
Huh?
Hold on. Let me try this. Do you want to? Can you hold my mic?
Okay, sure. All right, no worries. All right, come on.
All right, here I go. Let me try it. Don't blame me if I get it wrong, though.
All right. I like the fact you remembered it. That's what I like, man.
Thank you.
That was great. Now, Henry, let's go back to the middle there. But, you know, I just want to ask you one question. You know, how are you liking Malaysia so far?
Malaysia, well, let me put my violin down and talk a little more. Well, Malaysia, first of all, how have you all been? I think it's been a really long time since I've been back. I was scared everyone would forget me, but thank you all so much. 感谢大家，我太想你们了。我以为你们会把我忘掉，可是真的感动了。Yeah.
Okay, I just want to say one thing. Do you guys want to see Henry perform more songs? I think we got to do it, bro.
All right, let's do it. Could I just? It's kind of hot in here.
Oh, you want to take off the jacket? Should he take off the jacket? Why not, man?
I mean, is it okay? Yeah.
They
it's
said
a little
yes.
hot. 有点热.
You know what? I'll let you have the stage, man. Take it away. Oh, he's gonna throw it. Yeah, that was cool.
Okay, thank you.
Take it away, man.
This song is for you guys. Kiss me， 不要让我更远距离 ，baby， 不要让我责怪自己，怀疑。 monster, but I've been here for days. Sorry, buddy. It's there's a little bit of music problems, but if you guys don't mind, can I do it one more time? I'm so sorry. 真的不好意思哦，音响有问题，刚刚的麦。It's like a concert, huh? Yeah? So sorry. Wow, 好尴尬哦，这个怎么办呢？ Are you guys okay? Can you guys see from this end? 你们看得见吗？ I'm sorry. All right, I think we got it right. Everything's okay? All right, let's go. Everybody, this is Monster. Thank you. Let's go. 시작이요. Let's go. Kiss me, 不要让我更远距离 ，baby， 不要让我责怪自己，别怀疑，我已失去挣扎力气。 都是你 ，baby。当回忆被揭开，希望再次重来，会看见我们的爱还存在。想要让你依赖，却在给你伤害，直到你说要离开。But I don't wanna be a monster. But I've been here for days， 不应该要这么分开。Can't get you off my brain， 想要再重来一秒一瞬间都为你期待。I'm not a monster, monster, no。请不要现在放手，想对你爱到最后，请不要转身就走，爱你就了。 不需要太多理由 I just want you in my life I'm not the monster I don't wanna be 不应该这么分开 Can't get you on my brain 想再重来一秒一瞬间都为你期待 I'm not a monster, monster, no Thank you. Are you guys enjoying the show? Can I ask you guys for a favor? Can you guys help me out a little bit? Just a little bit. I'm gonna teach you a melody, okay, everybody? And all you do is just sing that melody. Here, let's practice, okay? You it's you. Okay? We'll try that. 1, 2, 3, 4. You, it's you. No. Come on. A little louder, okay? 再大声一点点，好不好？啊，自信的。Let's go. 5, 6, 7, 8. You, it's you. Oh, good. Very good. So the next song I'm gonna sing. The next song I'm gonna sing, I'm gonna let you guys know, and we can sing together, okay? Okay. 1 second. If you guys have your cell phones, you can take them up, turn the flash on, we can all, you know. That's beautiful. 太美了. Baby, I'm falling head over heels, looking for ways to let you know just how I feel. I wish I was holding you by my side. I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause finally it's real. I'm trying to hold back, you ought to know that you're the one that's on my mind. Falling too fast, deeply in love, finding the magic in the colors of you. You're the right time at the right moment. You're the sunlight, keeps my head going. Whoa, knowing I'm with you, can't keep myself from falling. Right time at the right moment. It's you. You, it's you. You, it's you. Baby, I'm falling deeper in love, and everything that you are is all I'm dreaming of. And if I can't break it up to show you that I need us, I give up everything I ever just for you. Oh, I don't hold back. You ought to know that you're the one that's on my mind. Falling too fast, deeply in love. Girl, all I need to breathe is you, 'cause you're the right time at the right moment. You're the sunlight, keeps my head going. Whoa, knowing I'm with you, I can't keep myself from falling. Right time at the right moment. Every night in my bed I dream that it's you in my arms I'm holding. Girl, all I want is you. You, it's you. Okay, everybody, it's your turn now. Let's go. 7, 8. Let's go together. You, it's you. Beautiful. It's you.
Henry Lau, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for him one more time.
Thank you, thank you.
That was beautiful, especially the last song over there. It was beautiful, the Pubg Mobile theme song. When you were singing over here, it was amazing, man. How do you feel right now?
No, you guys are beautiful. They're so beautiful. When they were singing together with the lights and everything, thank you guys so much. You guys are amazing.
Of course, before we leave, I just want to say a big thank you to our title sponsor, Vivo, as well. Of course, our organizer as well, Tencent Games. Now, we do have a token of appreciation that we want to bring for you.
For me?
Yes. Is that possible? Can we do that?
I think I should be giving everybody something, but...
I think with your songs you already have. Can we have
you.
the Vivo hero to present the prize right now for us on stage? We're going to bring it. And pass the token up. Okay. Do you see the fans, man? It's crazy. These guys.
Hey, I see you guys.
Just,
Thank you.
I like the guy sending the kisses, man.
Yeah. Well, while they're bringing whatever out, I just like to thank everybody so much. I miss you guys so much. I always think about you guys, and without you, I wouldn't be here today. Thank you guys so much. All my strings, I love you.
This is the token of appreciation as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Wow.
All right, that's a lot of stuff. Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now, one last round of applause. Scream and shout for Henry Lau, please. Henry.
Thank you, and I hope to be back soon.
We
Bye.
hope to see you soon, man. Back in Malaysia. That was... Just gonna wait a while. Make sure everybody has screamed and shouted.
Miss you guys.
All right, now for everybody right now, once again, thanks to Henry Lau. We're gonna be going for a very quick break. When we come back, it's gonna be our next game in Erangel. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Thank you.
Hey everyone, it's Henry here. I'm BenBaaZ.
I'm very excited to join the Pubg Mobile Club of Across the Global Finals.
I feel like a piece of chicken meat on a grill under the blazing sun. Everyone hates desert because they get lost here. But there are some interesting people here, like that hip-hop kid. You know, the one on top of the car. He always has the strangest stickers. Supposedly, they're trophies he got from other players. You know how it is, kids and their toys. Oh, and that guy standing by the wall has a really good aim and is supposedly an assassin. Why is he dressed like that in this frackin' desert, though? As for that lady over there, she values her gun more than her own life. That's about the only thing you can trust around here. Me? Who am I? Ha! Everyone knows the Lava Barret. Shh! I think we have guests.
Welcome back, everyone, to the PUBG Mobile Club Open 2019 Fall Split Global Finals, brought to you by Tencent and PUBG Corp with Vivo, the title sponsors of Jason Kaplan, Mustache Dave, Seven Worlds Gaming. And you can tell he's switched. The bandwagoner over here.
Switch.
The flip-flopper. The flip-flopper. Going from Cloud9 to Top Esports.
No, for the people that missed the first half, I was going to say Top Esports is the story of the day. They have climbed the ranks. They have gotten a chicken
you're climbing
dinner.
out of this hole right now. But to be fair, they have climbed out of a hole. They had a really weak performance yesterday. They've been able to take a chicken dinner and a second place off the back of that, even though they did lose against the only 2 players out of Bigatron. They're coming back strong, and I think, like you said earlier on in his interview, they said pressure's off their shoulders, and they're starting to show what they can do without that weight.
Let me jump in here, if you don't mind.
I do mind.
Are we talking esports here? Are we talking how Henry was pointing me out during the concert saying, it's you?
I think he's pointing out to his security that that's the stalker. It's you.
Oh, no.
It's you.
Hey,
Like, the guy with the mustache. Go get him.
Guys, it's getting hot in here, all right? It's getting hot in here.
Okay.
Did you watch the show?
Yeah, but I don't think you're going to get girls screaming when you take your jacket off.
Man, it's getting hot
they're
here.
screaming for you to put it back on.
It's getting hot in here.
But
hey,
anyways.
He was talking about me, though, all right? I'm just laying that out there. Anyways, like I wanted to say before you steered us off there, Bigatron.
Are you kidding me?
Bigatron first place right now. Let me put this into perspective. 35 points ahead of Top Esports. That's 1 chicken and 15 kills. They're starting to bridge the gap. No, create the gap.
Break out.
Yeah, break out the pack, create that
Stretch
bridge.
their legs.
Stretch it out. That's what we say. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, and one team that's
what he
actually
says.
not doing that is Team Seoul. They are having just a very, very bad day. Are they going to go ahead and get a chicken dinner, Jason?
I mean, they did already. Will they do
Another
it
one.
again? I'm not sure. Actually, we're about to already head into game. I thought we'd have a little bit more time to talk
sweet.
about the teams. But let's get some quick predictions then. Going into Erangel for the second time today, Mustache Dave, who's your team?
I need Henry G to sign my autograph, or his
Well,
autograph.
he's probably over at ECS right now, casting another game. But here we go. What do you got?
Top Esports.
I'm going. Okay,
And
I'm going.
Cloud9.
I was gonna say Cloud9.
Top Esports and Cloud9.
All right,
And a ambassador, I got to
Mega.
represent.
Mega and Entity. I
Okay.
think they should do fairly
I like
well.
those 2 choices. I'm going Bigatron, but ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to shut up on the desk. It's time for our new casters to start talking as we head over to Miramar. We got 2 new faces to bring you the action. It's going to be Alex Byfield and Icy Baby 1-2 to cover match number 8.
I see the cutie.
Thank you, Jason. We are back. Day 2 of the Global Finals, map 4. It's a wrangle. Terrence, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good here. I've seen some crazy games time and time again throughout the whole day here. I'm expecting to see even more. Ladies and gentlemen, here, we're back into El Clasico. Oh my. Alex, I don't know, man. Like today, every single team coming into these games has been going guns hot and blazing. I'm not too sure what's going to be happening in this game here, but I'm hoping to see a couple of ocean battles. Possibly.
Ocean battles?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we haven't seen any rotations yet on the boats, going around the sides, trying to go for those creative rotations. However, though, Terrence, now with the plane going from north to south, all the
I did heard a couple conversation from Dave as well, you know. Release the Kraken from Curse God. That was really good, you know. I would like to see
Do you know where he
Curse
got that
God.
name from?
Captain Jack Sparrow. No, wait.
No.
Part.
So basically, Kraken used to play on an
Okay.
iPad. This is what he was telling us anyway at the hotel.
Okay.
And he used to play with 7 fingers on the iPad when he played. And they
Wow.
couldn't crack him because of that. The tentacles onto the iPad, obviously on the Vivo phones. Don't know if you can get all of them on, although I was watching him play. I think he uses like 5 or 6 still. It's still ridiculous. But there you go, a little bit of trivia for Terrence. You know, I'm not just a pretty face. What can I say?
That's good,
What can
that's
I
good.
say?
But speaking of the games here, let's take a look here. The flag path, pretty balanced one coming from the northeast section of Severny, passing through Pubg, ending towards the outskirts of military base. So pretty balanced for all these teams to actually contest those spots here. We haven't seen too much of a contestment in terms of drop spots coming from today's games.
No,
here.
not
a
at all.
little bit lesser compared to yesterday's game. So I'm looking forward to potentially see where the circle may end up here. I'm hoping to see a military base though.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things as well to mention is the fact that our game yesterday, when we casted a wrangle, it was just so far towards the south that we didn't see any teams to go towards Georgia Pool, Hospital. We saw a little bit towards Everest, where it ended just north of Gatka. Although, with a very balanced plane trajectory now with a very balanced circle, this is the kind of game we were waiting for.
Well, speaking of contestants here, we see Kurt Squad actually challenging Illumine the Mother in the map of Rozhok here. This is something we don't see too often here, considering that a lot of teams are kind of afraid of what Illumine brings to the table as well. Mustache Dev, he did mention that Illumine the Mother is kind of like the dark horse coming in towards this global finals. I'm a little bit surprised to see Kurt Squad actually trying to challenge one of the top titans, especially when it comes to Southeast Asia teams here, where a lot lot of teams have this mental pressure, a little bit afraid for them here. On the other hand here, we see Mega Conqueror did so well, taking Chicken Dinner for the start of the day, and also a dominant performance coming from Online 24 with that clutch in the map with Miramar.
Yeah, the versus to do gank as well, you do gank as well. So up against the fan favorites, but the pressure didn't get to them. They still won it. And obviously we've seen Bigatron, Top Esports all have victories so far today. And here are the live standings currently. And just as I mentioned it, Bigatron currently perched up 128 points.
Yep, they're so far ahead here. They're like about a couple of 30 points ahead compared to Top Esports here. But they are looking to secure to the title of being world champion. But will they be able to do it here? Because now, as of now, Illuminate the Murder, a team here currently in the top 5 position, getting contested by Kurt Squad, who's actually trying to contest them. This is actually quite surprising for me. Like, I didn't expect some team to actually try and contest these guys, and it seems to me they're going to be respecting each other's boundary here. Each side takes a couple of loots here, and it seems to me you can see rotations from Martin and Godard trying to bail out of this city here, hoping to loot another place.
Yeah, Kurt Squad currently 16th on the leaderboard. If they were to take out Illuminate the Murder, that would be quite the upset here in day 2. We are as well, Terence, we have to highlight this. We're at the halfway point of the whole entire event.
Yep.
This is where teams have to start to do well if you are towards the bottom echelons, RRQ being one of them.
Yep, definitely. And at the same time as well, Top Esports, they have been switching up the drop spot for quite some time here. It seems to me they're going back to their yesterday's drop spots here, going back into his Georgia pool once again here. But this time, they may consider looting up a little bit quicker here and then just bailing the heck out here, because they are on the outside of the zone here where we potentially may see the guys from Unique or C9 actually contesting them later on. But Beowulf, he's a bit far off from the rest of the members here. He's all by himself here, contesting Manpower Run, goes for the spray, and Beowulf doesn't seem to clip him off here, but the damage has been done, and it seems to be Beowulf is going to back out.
Yeah, Beowulf on Miramar had probably the best shot I've seen so far in this event. The one-tap headshot on the vehicle that was passing by and then finished off 2 more players inside the UAZ. This time, though, the AKM spray not quite as perfect as maybe we're expecting to see from him, but Manpeng, he can just survive for now, just wait for his team maybe to back him up here. But yeah, I mean, towards the northern hemisphere of the map, it's not going to be too much of an issue right now because of how balanced the circle is. All these teams can get strong economy going into the later game as they're not forced into early rotations.
Yeah, we have Drax here, the friend favorites coming in towards this tournament here. Yudu Gang, they had a couple of really nice shots coming from Drax as well with his Car 98 shot in the map of Sandhawk. He did pull off a little bit here, but unfortunately to say here, the circle didn't exactly favor them a lot as well, considering that they have to push into the circle a lot. But today, in the first game of today as well, we saw Yudu Gang almost clutching the chicken dinner against Mega Conqueror. However, Cloud9, this is interesting for me actually, Alex. Like Cloud9, usually they will just loot out fully decked out in Georgia Pole and then just comes in blazing here. This is an early aggression coming from them to contest Yudu Gang. That's actually quite surprising for me.
Yeah, I'm trying to see actually where they are. Currently just south of shooting range, but towards Georgia Pool, we have a few teams there as well. Unique, the team reigning from Europe, but we saw that yesterday where they go towards Georgia Pool, then eventually rotate towards Everest, and they use that as their stronghold into the latter stages of the game. Although, with how central the circle is, Terence, it seems very unlikely that it will conclude there. We're going to have to see a different strategy from Unique.
Yeah, definitely here. 2 games of Varenga has passed, most of the circle ending towards the western side of the map here. Now, seems to me a pretty balanced approach here. Every single team might not struggle a little bit in the first field phase, but at the same time, I'm a little bit worried here for the guys from Cloud9, Yudu Gang, Illuminate the Murder, as well as Kurt Squad, just because they were contested rather early, and I don't think they have enough utilities or even firepower to actually take it to the next following few fights here. In this case, Top Esports is looking to potentially set up a couple of roadblocks later on in the stage of the game.
Yeah, it's interesting you mentioned Kurt Squad. When speaking to the players backstage, they said that a plethora of teams that came into their booth asking where they were going to drop on Erangel, and they said, get out, we're not telling you, we want to hot drop you, and we want to contest things early. As they came into this event extremely confident, and you can see kind of why, there's some accuracy there, Baby dropping down Penguin, and actually does get the finished off conversion kill as well. EGC currently struggling towards the lower echelons of the table already, and now losing against Kurt Squad. They may actually be in 16th, as I believe EGC were only 1 point ahead.
At the same time here, Yudu Gang, I'm a little bit worried for them just because they actually took the bait coming from Cloud9 here. We saw early on Beowulf going for the sprays onto his manpower, and because of that, they're actually checking a lot of corner here. So much time wasted from side Yudu Gang. I hope it doesn't affect the overall economy and also rotation timing here, because that mental game being played by Beowulf, set up by C9 here, kind of triggered them a bit, and I'm a bit worried here from the side of Yudu Gang.
Sol, we've actually seen some good rotational play from them in this event so far. It seems like they just die early on, 14th, 15th, 16th so far today. Where is it do you think they go wrong? Because right now they're in the center of the circle, they're in the center of school, they've got a strong compound, but it seems to always go wrong for them in the first 15 minutes.
Well, it all comes down to the next few phases of the circle here, but Seoul, like you said as well, the center of the map as well, where there's a lot of terrain, a lot of long range they can do, but it's still the first phase of circle. There's still too much to do about, but at the same time, we see RRQ trying to catch a couple rotations here, coming from Team Kesso, who's actually trying to run past the south of Pachinki here, and RRQ is known to be the kings of Pachinki. Will they be able to defend this title if the circle actually ends in towards the vicinities of Pachinki?
Yeah, RRQ 9th on the leaderboard. As we mentioned just moments ago, the fact that we are now exactly halfway into the event, they need to start getting some chicken dinners or more kills as well, because kills are a major part of the statistics and the standings going into this event. I mean, we can see Bigatron currently leading the charge in terms of kills, and it's not an irony, the fact that they're first as well.
Yeah, same goes for top esports here. Like in the map of Miramar, despite them not getting the chicken dinner, they still got more kills. They secured more points, about 1 point higher than BTR. But because of those skill points there, they were able to push themselves into the top 2 spot in towards the overall ranking from the previous map of Miramar. So nicely done for them. But now the first phase of circle is going to be completely closing in very shortly here. We see a lot of rotations coming in already. One of them going to be top esports. We have Hope and Years already taking the runes pathway, hoping to scout out a couple teams. Same goes for EGC down in the south, Unicorn Gaming in the southeast, and also Mega Conqueror exiting the vicinities of Milta and also Milta Power.
So Terrence, we know that apartments and school is so good for the economy of a team like Seoul right now, able to loot this whole complex up, get to the highest level of economy in terms of weaponry, scopes, utility, etc. But how good is it in the late game as a compound? Because look how large it is, look how many ways you can be flanked, look at how many teams can actually crash you. Is it really that strong to have?
Well, in terms of looting-wise, it's great, but in terms of holding a compound, it's not the best possible position here, just because, like you said as well, there's so many angles that actually push into the apartments, and at the same time, to exit the vicinity is not that great because there's no cover to actually rotate out from. And on top of that as well, there are going to be a lot of teams contesting vehicles in the early phase of stages here, just because of how centralized the map is for rotating to west or even to east side. So most of the vehicles around school or maybe even apartments are mostly contested early stage of the game. And I'm worried for Seoul because right now, they're still stuck there and they don't exactly have an exit strategy.
Yeah, the circle has now shifted again towards the west, centralized towards Pachinki. You said RRQ are the kings. Let's see if they can keep their crown.
Well, and we saw a little bit of player stats as well. And like you said, RRQ, will they be able to secure it? I like that. But speaking of which here, hold that thought for now because Team Kisso might be contested from the guys from Unique now.
Yeah, hold that thought and try and hold this compound as well as Unique spots the players from Queso up in the air. But they're going to be fine for now as they actually get out their vehicles. They may try and go for a contention here as Seoul maybe hearing the shots coming out from apartments and they may try and third-party this.
Yep, Team Queso, they have been looking for information time and time again here. They ran through RRQ, they ran through Unique now. They've heard a couple gunshots coming into this game, but I'm worried for them because in terms of the vehicle-wise, they don't exactly have a lot of health on those vehicles. If they lose their vehicles rather early in this stage of the game, maybe the next few circles, they're going to be in some trouble.
Yeah, and obviously I mentioned economy, utility, weaponry, but it seems like vehicles as well are a major part of that in terms of rotations. We're not even into phase 3 yet. And for you, Terrence, you always say phase 3, phase 4, that's where teams need to start getting settled. And if you haven't already found your rotations, that could be pivotal into the later game.
Yep, Yudu Gang, they found 1 kill here on towards the guys of ARWs, looking to finish them off, but seems to be they are respecting it. No, apparently not. They won those loots here. We talked about how they wasted so much time in the early stage here, but at the same time, C9 is in the vicinity. Uneven might get shot off here. Yudu Gang.
Uneven into the open here, but some poor driving skills there coming out from one of the players from Yudu Gang. Maybe didn't pass his driving test, but they're going to be getting out. They're going to be onto the hot top of the hill terrain. Now they're going to be shooting over as well onto uneven, but thankfully there is uneven ground here for Yudu Gang because it's actually going to be playing out in his favor. I believe he's going to get away scot-free. Ooh, Drax there landing a few shots as he does go inside the blue zone.
Oh, nice usage here coming from the DP as well. Trying to do a little bit of vehicle damage, but unfortunate to say, they needed those kills. We talked about how they were mentally cycled from the guys from C9. You can see they only have like level 1 helmets on most of the teams here. They need to get some kills to rack up some supplies. However, Entity and Unique gonna go head-to-head here in the 6 million houses outside of Runes.
Entity Gaming currently 5th. Yesterday they looked so consistent. And as well in the skirmishes before the tournament started, they said that they were feeling confident in their gun skill as well, but maybe not into the actual game itself as they realize Unique are in the compound. They're going to be playing the more passive approach, however, in this statement. Although, back when we were casting South Asia Regional Finals, Entity one of the most aggressive teams, so this is quite strange to see.
Yep, in yesterday's games all the way to today as well, we saw consistency coming from Entity to secure those placement points, but I like how the devs brought it up as well, that kills become a huge factor over time, and this is where Top Esports shine the most, because from yesterday to today, they've been getting kills after kills after kills. Hopefully, we will see a kill here coming from Roche, going for the tap. Does he connect to Neo? Ooh, very close though.
Very close indeed. Unique, they actually have a compound as well that is inside the circle, so it may be crushed and contested by Entity. Although, with Gatcab being the center of the circle, Pachinki as well in there isn't really too many positions that you can actually get hold of. Where on the map would you say teams have an advantage in terms of getting locations?
Well, it all comes down to those mountain terrains or maybe even hotspots where Orange Esports may or may not be. But I'm worried here from the guys on RRQ because it seems to me a lot of teams are worried about what RRQ is going to be doing, especially from them exiting from Pachinki. We saw like at least a good solid 3 to 4 teams making barricades, setting up roadblocks to try and punish the previous world champions here and illuminate the murder. Now, from their perspectives here, they are finally abandoned Rozok and regather themselves in towards the Water Town vicinities, and it seems to me they're looking for a sign before they make their first rotation in.
Speaking of rotations, all Rejection Gaming trying to make theirs, but it seems like Unique want to take it to the next level. It's going to be the roadkill as well. Oh, this is an absolute mockery against Matyo as he's going to go 6 feet under. And in the meantime as well, Regaltos from Seoul is taken down.
Oh, good call there coming from Unique, spotting out he was all by himself. Why not chase him, pop his tires, kill him off? That was brutal. Brutal indeed. However, looks like they want more here because Team Kessel, for the 3rd time here, they encountered enemies, but this time they will lose Axel.
Old boy with the headshot from that range with the DP-28, and it did a lot more than 28 points of damage, as they may try and finish him off as well, as he is going to be in the wilderness. And we mentioned it time and time again, Old Boy was touted as potentially the most skilled player here at this event, and these are the sorts of situations that really show that off.
Exactly here. We saw a couple of long-range shots coming from Old Boy yesterday as well, where they engaged against the guys from C9 as well as Top Esports. However, now Entity, they had a small run-in early on. Now Illuminate, their first rotation coming in. But ooh, Ernie from RRQ punishes them, saves them a little bit of window to work with, but Jonathan will get knocked out.
Yeah, Kurd squad as well, you can see in the fray, started to get into the action as they do drop out. They hear the bullets and the firefight going on before, just moments away. Mega as well, they've already had their chicken dinner today, so they're on form. Unicorn Gaming being quite quiet so far this event as they're starting to look down upon Mega.
Yep, seems to me Unicorn is no longer as aggressive as they say. However, Entity, they're still looking to pick out those long-range shots here, but Aman will knock Kraken off here, and this time they are going for the push as they need those loots. However, Kraken's kills, he got stolen by Uber. ARW.
Oh dear, especially for a team like Kurd Squad as well towards the bottom of the table. They need as many points as possible from kills, placements, or anything. Let's see then if Entity can try and give them some. As they do start to enter the compound, they know exactly where Kurd Squad are. Beowulf as well in the background of all of this has been headshotted and taken down and eventually converted as well by Yasha from Team Unique.
And as of now, the circle is going to be favoring them a little bit here, but they have to push in towards the next phase of the circle. But I don't think Entity should push this. Hixie is going to lob a nade over. Does it connect though? Entity, they're going to go for the wraparound, but it seems to me they take too much time here. Oh, Jonathan will respect this and back off. Good catch there on the eye for the nades coming from Kurd Squad.
C9 lost another player. They're now down to 2. Uneven was also taken to the grave. Jonathan, oh, scratch that. It's going to be Top Esports, Unicorn Gaming, EGC as well, all trying to rotate into whatever compound they can find inside the circle, but they're all individually inside the vehicles. They don't have that second member to try and jump out and take some damage. But let's see then, as BenBaaZ is going to be beside, it seems, as he does go down, as well as another player from EGC, but not before he can at least knock down one of the players from Top Esports. But they're called Top for a reason, currently second in the standings, and you can see why their gun skill, their team play, everything is phenomenal.
Fantastic defense here coming from Top Esports, but at the same time, I'm worried for them here because nades tossing in may actually punish them. And you can see Coco is going to try and make way here, open things up for the rest of the team to gather, to regroup and take this fight here. But Top Esports, they're in a kill box.
Yeah, literally a kill box. They're just chucking in grenades into this said box and hoping it explodes. Senior from RRQ taken down as well by Unique. They've been doing so well as they're going to be inside the compound as well towards the bottom left of our screens. It seems like they're about to wipe out RRQ. And I think they just did, Terrence. And yes, it is confirmed. RRQ 16th, and we're halfway in the tournament. They're currently 9th. With a result like that, that's going to be catastrophic for them going forward. But let's see then, speaking of going forward, let's see if Mega are going to make the move forward, as they know exactly where Unique are, as well for Neo from Entity, who's taken down by Yudu Gank, who literally are ganking teams here, third-partying as much as possible. Kurd Squad again, they're just whizzing by everyone, it seems.
Yep, they won those placement points. However, Mega Conquer, they're going to take advantage of this situation where RRQ and Unique were fighting here now. It's Unique, they're in a choke spot. This is a great time here to flush them out, as Stone going to be leading charge here. Will they get the first pick off here?
Let's see, then Mega are up close, just next to the compound, hearing the pinning of grenades, waiting to see what the move is from Rogue, because if the Molotovs come in, it's going to flush them out of this compound and into the open. And look at the flank as well from Rodfia and Online, ready to flush them out if they do indeed make that move. But they have to make it soon, as Old Boy, Rose, they're trying to see if they can go out together, using the smoke to the best of their advantage. The Molotov as well, trying to deny the choke points to hold these windows, but this is such a tricky affair here, as Mega have them pinned.
But at the same time here, you can see Unique, they're trying to buy time for another team to help them out, but it seems to me it's not working out, because Mega, they're safe and sound, they secure the position as well. They're afraid to push because they are afraid to get punished, but Stone is going to see one here, going for the tap. Does he connect?
Oh, let's see then as he spots out one of the players coming out from Unique. Old Boy as well starts to kick things off as he goes for the spray, takes down Stone as well. Rodfia as well actually does take that one in favor of himself, but Rogue is here trying his hardest to back up his team, as it's just going to be a 1 versus 3 here inside the compound, but two of the players are down from Mega. Oh, Pond and Rodfia, they should be able to 2 versus 1 Rogue, but he's trying to get the heal off as much as possible, trying to bind up to as much time as he can. But that's kill points here for Unique, that's what they need, as more damage is being done here. Onto 5 kills, that's 5 extra points, but that's going to be him done. The grenade is perfect, Unique around 15th. But at least there was a few kill points there from Rogue. He did his best.
Oh, they lost Online 24. They tried to go for the save, but the grenade catching a glimpse of Rogue, taking him down. That's going to be pretty unfortunate. However, Yudu Gang, they lose Geek. They are putting Kurd Squad in a tight spot. They're pretty much stuck in the corner here. Manpower going for the suppressor. Ari will reply as well. Drax planning go for the flag here. Ari, will he get it? It seems to be they will take them all out.
That should be it. Kurd Squad out in 14th. They're going to be staying there towards the bottom of the table. It's been a poor performance for them so far in this tournament.
But Yudu Gang, with that, will secure themselves 6 kills in total, Alex. But this fight is still not over as well. Unicorn versus Top Esports, they're still stuck in that kill box. How will this go down for the Chinese teams here?
I think the best question is, Terrence, how should they get out of this?
This is going to be tough here because they've lost 2 members in the process. They tried to go out of this, and they don't exactly have vehicles to work with. They have a yellow Dacia, but it's pretty much out and open, where Satan is going to be marking that angle for quite some time. Same goes for Queso, but this time they are going to be barricading on the other edge of the ditch here. They've made themselves a small mini bunker, but it's not easy to attack this segment compared to where Top Esports is.
So they've got Unicorn there towards their right. They have another team as well just behind them. I believe that is C9. Yes, indeed it is. Cloud9, 2 players still remaining from them. Illuminate do lose Martin. All Rejection Gaming lose Crazy.
So much gunshots happening by. We saw BTR rotating past all these gunshots, setting up for the next team fight here, where they're going to be setting up a shot in front of the circle here, hoping to gatekeep some of these teams. And this seems to be Unicorn.
This is like a Venus flytrap. They weren't expecting there to be a team inside this divot. And look at this coming out right now from Team Queso, as they are turning them into cheese. Literally, just like that, melted away in 12th is Top Esports.
Mamma mia, ratatouille cooked cheese indeed, because Unicorn become a unicorn stew. I have no idea what reference is that, but yeah.
We're all cheesy jokes here, but what can you say? It's all dad jokes. Nevertheless, though, EGC Satan trying his hardest to stay alive in this situation. He's up against Mortal. He may just go for the high ground here. He's inside the zone, comes away, trying to bait out the shot from Satan. Oh, he does spot where he is, but look at this. They're all taking hemorrhaging damage from the zone, and actually Mortal just may wait this one out. He does indeed. Down goes Satan from EGC, and that's going to be them eliminated, but Mortal He's made the mistake there. He's gone for the full first aid, and because of that, down he goes.
What a bait they're coming for Satan, just taking out a competition alongside with him, just to deny him those kill points as well as the placement point. But because of that, Soul will be heavily punished here, because as of now, you can see Clutch God is going to get beaten out from the zone as well. But C9 Perha will be proning in towards the potato field here. Mike, scout out the guys from Team Quaso. Will they be able to punish them here? Quaso has been in that ditch for quite some time. They scout out all these rotations here, but let's take a look at the circle as of now. It seems to me it's going to be favoring BTR.
Gosh, they've been so strong so far this event, winning the last chicken dinner, and it seems like fate that they may take 2 in a row. Mega currently under so much fire as well from Yudu Gang, who have done so well in terms of kills, currently at 6. Ooh, Soul out in 9th.
Yep, going to be unfortunate here. They were taking too long in the blue zone. We're down to the last 17, 21 live in open fields of Gadka. Vehicles are super important. Same goes for the Snake game, but I like what iShots is doing here as well. You saw the Orange Dust here hiding behind the bushes here. Do not want to be taken out by all these teams. Same goes for Queso as well. They have a mini UAZ to work with if they want to exit this death trap.
For me, this is going to be a major game for the standings overall, because if Mega do go out in a situation where they're out 6th or 5th, and we have another win here, which seems quite likely with the situation of the zone, for Bigatron, they may be poised into day 3 with a near victory. But look at this from Luxy. We heard how good his sniping prowess was, but instead it's going to be the precision from the M4. Pons as well, trying to divot and dart around the shots, and if you can dodge bullets, you can also dodge death, it seems, but not for long, as Geek spots him out, trying to shoot as well through the hay to send him to his grave, as Orange Esports have now found Bigatron.
Oh, seems to be Orange Esports is also in a tough spot here. BTR, they have so much cover to work with, but they have to focus on this fight here, because BTR, they know they're going to get flanked here if they do not finish off Orange Esports. But it seems to be Orange Esports, they're thinking about disengaging, but Micro Boy shoots through the smoke, catches on Leon. Oh, the nades almost clipped him off as well.
See who's alive right now to the left of our screens. Yudu Gang, 4 alive, 7 kills. Team Queso, 5 kills, 4 alive. Bigatron, 4 alive as well, but only 1 kill. But in terms of points, they're already so far ahead. This grenade as well is going far. It looks like it's nearly perfect. Not quite. Oh, it is! Shots goes down, but not from the shots of a weapon. It's the grenade that's perfect. C9 out in 6th as well. They're currently quite average in the score as well, in the leaderboards, excuse me, at 7th. They need higher performances if they want to try and get top 3. Oh, Bigatron under so much fire. Now the shrapnel as well from the grenade is going to be downing 2 of the players here. Orange Esports trying to get back into this one.
Good push here coming from Orange Esports. They know they need to finish off guys from BTR. BTR, they were in a tough spot, and Orange will be the victors. Nice names coming from Leon, but Team Queso, they're still having the circle. They still have the card. You can see the UAZ being parked up to set up for an exit strategy, but now we're down to the last 5 teams. Mike Horizon going to be picked off from Luxy as well with the Gilisu, which is super hard to spot for all these teams, especially in long-range fights, but Geek will try to suppress the guys from Orange as well.
Especially in the fields of Gatkar as well. It couldn't really be any more perfect. Ooh, Geek as well with the perfect spray. Pov is down. Zuxi as well is down from Bigatron. As Team Queso, they've already wiped out 1 team. They're trying to make it 2. In this sense as well, almost looking like they can try and third-party these teams that are currently inside the zone, as we are getting restricted in 40 seconds.
Well, 4 teams left, Queso. They finally coming out of exits here. You can see Buggy going to be setting up as well to zone the rest of the teams here. They're going to go push into the guys from BTR. Here comes a naze lob from Axel as well. They have 2 vehicles to work with, but Yudu Gang, they're still in the game as well. You can see the crowd cheering for the local home crowd.
9 kills for them. Let's see if they can make it double digits here. And it seems likely, although Yeek is down and eventually converted as well. Stalker gets that frag onto him. Now we see Yudu Gang actually lose a play. The only teams right now with 4 are going to be Orange Esports and Team Queso. McBoy as well still alive here by the hay barrows and the tractor, trying his hardest to keep that one as his only line of cover, but they're going to be surrounded here. To the right they've got Team Queso, to the left they've got Orange Esports. Oh my goodness, 4 teams remain. The problem is the zone as well. Where's it going to favor?
But it seems to me the zone is going to be favoring the boys from BTR. Okay, so they have to push in, but they have to take this slow, because as of now, Yudu Gang, BTR, and Orange, they're going to be going head-to-head as of now.
Oh, speaking of head-to-head, they're going to be touching tips here by the tractor. McBoy trying his hardest to survive. He gets 1. Eventually, they're going to be down. The shots coming underneath the wheels there. The tractor will mean it's a 1-for-1 exchange. Bigatron trying the hardest to survive. McBoy is still alive, though, onto low HP. Actually down Leon as well. Drax gets run over. Leon gets run over. What the hell is going on here?
Ayala running 2 people over from the side of Yudu Gang, but because of that, he opened things off for the guys from BTR. But now here comes the rest of Team Queso. Oh, they finish off Yudu Gang! Oh no, Axel! What a play from Team
roadkill. It's a bloodbath here in the final zone. Let's see then though, Orange Stalker trying his best to try and get the win in for Orange Esports. They need this as they were towards the bottom of the leaderboard, and they're fighting for their tournament life here because we are halfway into this event. And this is where the teams that need to win are starting to set things up though, but they are versus Bigatron, currently #1, and they're #1 for a reason. They're in the lead in terms of placement points, but also kill points.
Well, as of now, BTR, they still have the compound to work with here. Like you said, Luxy does have the ghillie suit, but Stalker, he's trying to secure even more kill points, but he's pulling his way through here. The circle going to be biting him from behind, but Ryzen, look at this. He's going to play this around the corners of the haystack here to try and stop this up here, but Mystic will get finished off from the side of Luxy.
Ooh, Stalker as well. The shots are connecting from the M4. The Saw, excuse me, as Luxy takes him down. This could be back-to-back 2 in a row chicken dinners here for Bigatron. They just have to work out with the remaining players from Team Queso are.
At the same time, Luxy getting spotted out as well, Team Queso. They know he has a ghillie, so they have to be careful. But one good nade here is going to turn south for the guys of BTR. But M249 from Luxy, he's going to be spraying and praying all the way through. But Team Queso, they do not have any more vehicles. This is the time to shine here. Luxy 6 times go on the M249, but gets punished as well from Axel.
The Saw, almost the best weapon to have here, 100 bullets that they can just spray out into the grass. But they haven't been able to connect the shots, but they do just immediately. And now it's a 1 versus 2. Yana has so much to do as Luxy finishing off. Excel as well, all down to the 1 versus 2. The pressure is so high right now from the team from South America. Let's see though, can he make this happen? They know exactly where he is. He's given away his location. Luxy going to be lurking as well in the shadows, using the ghillie suit to his advantage as he's trying to go towards the right side.
Good spot there coming from Luxy, spotting the secondary weapon coming from Team Queso. But like you said as well, 2v1 Ayala going to get sprayed as well. Luxy going to be starting his onslaught on his way track. Does he connect? Oh, he gets one shot. He does it!
Back-to-back chicken dinners from Bigatron. And you can hear the crowd as well, the team, excuse me, from Southeast Asia make it happen. And they're going to be extending that lead from 1 to 1.5, it seems, in terms of how far away the other teams are on the leaderboard.
My, oh my, Alex, that was a crazy match to watch in the map, Erangel. BTR, they got pincered so hard, but still came up on top there. What was going through their minds? But Luxy with the 6 times scope swaps with the M249, swapping the red dust, swapping the 6 times scope, going for the spray just to punish Team Queso. But as soon as he spot that secondary weapon that was sticking out on the grass, bam, instantly gets taken down. What a man. What, in this case, what a boy.
Trying to think as well, back to the results, which ones are going to be really important. I think one of them to mention is RRQ going out very, very early, meaning that as they are in the middle of the table, we're halfway into the event, they need to get those chicken dinners coming soon. Top Esports as well, going out fairly early, which is another reason why this is so important for the win for Bigatron, just to extend that lead to who was behind them.
Yep, at the same time as well, Top Esports, they were in this kill box where they were so close to another compound where a lot of teams can actually mess them up. In this case, EGC and also, I believe it was Unicorn Gaming was the one that gave them a lot of trouble, whereas the guys from Team Queso on the other edge had a little bit of safety net just because there's just not any kind of compounds which they can flank them from, which gave them that slight advantage when the circle came in. But this fight from Mega Conqueror, Unique, as well as RRQ was also a turning point for the Northeast section here, where it just gave Mega Conqueror just a lot of kills coming out from that.
Yeah, I think it's good as well to mention Unique, because it seems like they got quite unlucky with their rotations. The point where they were at Georgia Pool, they go towards Everest, they think the circle is going to be more central, so they leave Gatka. They actually left where the zone did conclude, and they went inside the center, then had to go all the way back and got caught between 2 teams.
Yeah, and at the same time as well, this is the final fight we were talking about as well, when BTR, they were pincered for guys from Orange Esports, Queso, but Ayala, the one that opened things off for BTR just because they flanked the guys from Yudu Gang.
This was insane! Oh, almost as if they deserved the win, just for how crazy that play was. Probably the best we've seen so far in this whole event. But let's see what Jason has to say on the desk.
Well, unfortunately for Yudu, that chicken dinner got turned into roadkill by Team K, so they're running them over 1 by 1 to close them out. But again, Luxy, my man, what is with this guy? He is just, his back has to hurt so much because he's been carrying his team all tournament long.
I don't know, the chemistry that they have right there, especially on the final play, Luxy just waiting to reload at the right time. I don't remember which player from Team Queso it was that he took out, but he waited until he had to reload. Then as soon as the other guy stopped firing from Team Queso, he popped out and then was able to shoot him and get the kill. Now, another thing I want to go ahead and mention about BTR, they stay by those hay bales. throughout most of the end of that game. And they were able to go ahead and just fence off a bunch of teams. Great win. And I mean, I believe that now is 3 chicken dinners for BTR.
Yep.
That's crazy.
$15,000 alone in chicken dinners with that. It's $5,000 each chicken dinner. So they are racking up the USD in the house. But like you said, you made mention of that fight with Bigatron at the hay bales. They were having an epic grenade battle with Orange Esports. Got a shout out to Orange Esports though. I mean, slowly but surely able to climb their way up the leaderboards. Every single game we continue to see them in the top 5, improving. That's what I like to see.
I just want to say one thing going back to the chicken dinners and the 15 grand.
What about it?
4th place gets 23 grand.
Whoa.
They're almost up to 4th place just on chicken dinners alone. And if they keep feasting like this, they're going to continue to build that lead. Again, what was it? Top Esports is closing up against them, but now they separate that lead even further. It was, what, 35 points, I think you said, Mustache Day before?
Yeah.
It's going to be around the 50 mark now.
Let me point out as well, though, Team Queso. I mean, they made a big brain play when Yala sent it over the road with the runovers to be able to open up the southern edge where we had Yudu Gank kind of just snaking it in the grass. Not to mention, Yudu Gank having a phenomenal game as well. They had 4 alive. They were just crawling in the grass or the wheat field to be exact. And they were just continue to third party and get kills. I mean, we see right here, 10 kills. This is their best game yet when it comes to fragging out.
It is. And I mean, they have now had 2 good performances today. Hopefully they can go ahead and keep it up. I know they hear the crowd going crazy every single time they get a kill or they do good. But as you were mentioning, Team Queso, they are now starting to pick it up. The second half of the day, kind of like what we saw yesterday, starting to pick it up. But if they want to even challenge for the championship, they need to make sure they stay hot, they stay consistent. And it's not good that they weren't able to win that engagement with Bigatron, because it could come down to that. I mean, and them just not being able to win that one, it would be interesting to see what happens towards the end.
If you're Team Queso, though, I mean, just keep hoping that Unicorns crashes into you with 3 members in one vehicle, so you get an easy 3 points with the vehicle explosion. And then Chocho, yes, trying to reclaim or salvage whatever they can over there in that situation for the Unicorn Gaming, but questionable plays. I mean, all throughout the day, I keep saying it, Unicorn Gaming is one of the teams that I believe could disrupt this lobby, but they're just not showing up.
And the flag I was waving for, Top Esports, they're currently in 14th place for that last match. It seems like they were not able to go ahead and carry that momentum that they had from earlier, which is, it's huge, right? I guess maybe having the little break in between that nice concert by Henry, it just stopped the momentum from there. Are they going to be able to go ahead and bring it back?
Maybe Henry was going to shout out to BTR, like, it's you're going to win. But let's actually take a look now, gentlemen, at the overall standings. After 8 matches have been played, I'm curious, how big is that lead for Bigatron? And it's got to be, oh my lord, 58 points.
That is looking nice. If they go ahead and continue that kind of performance, the good thing about that win is that they took advantage when Top Esports did not have a good game. So that is great to go ahead and see from them. And I love seeing that. Now, look at this. Cloud9 moving up a little bit too. Entity Gaming, I want to see a little bit more consistency from them, especially if they want to challenge. I think at this point, with the lead that Bigatron is starting to make, it's a lot of teams need to go ahead and step it up. If they don't, by the end of maybe next match, they're just going to know that whatever they do, they're just not going to be able to reach them.
Yeah, we see Mega here as well. The past 2 games, they've been having some challenges when it comes to team fights. Yes, they chose to push onto Unique, who was defending those yellows over there, but you know, they had the advantage, in my opinion, when it comes to gatekeeping Unique. They didn't necessarily need to be ultra aggressive there, but they did. They lost some members in the process. Yes, you get 3 points, but at what cost? They need to take this into consideration moving forward, in my opinion.
And 7, another team I'm looking at here. They had a good game prior, but then they tanked out in 16th place. RRQ Athena just can't seem to get any consistency going.
No consistency, no momentum. I'm not really sure what's going on with that team, but this is not the performance we expected out of them. I actually think that them might have been one of the favorite ones to come in besides Bigatron. And it's quite shocking to see them currently in 10th place. But I mean, we saw Top Esports being able to get a win, a 2nd place, also back it up with kills, and now they're in contention. Can RRQ go ahead and do that before it's too late, before Bigatron just makes such a huge lead that they're not, whatever they do, they just can't reach them?
Last thing I do want to say, though, about the leaderboards was Seoul. 32 placement points done for them. The unfortunate part is, well, out of 8 matches, 20 of those came from one game alone.
Yeah,
So they are struggling here. But you know who's not struggling? Luxy and Zuxi, 22 and 20 kills apiece. They are steamrolling this game.
That M249 at the end, just able to come in so clutch for Luxy. I mean, just spraying and praying that wheat field, taking down those members, those snakes in the grass, mowing it, doing a great job.
He's so accurate too, which is the crazy thing about it.
And the telekinesis is strong with this one. I mean, we got Luxy and Zuxi, 22 and 20 kills. I mean, these twins are putting up the damage numbers here.
They have more kills than I think, like, what, at least 12 teams maybe?
They got more kills than Kurd Squad. They got more kills than RRQ. They got more kills than a lot of these teams at the bottom of the leaderboard for sure.
It's crazy to see, honestly. They are just destroying. And I hope they go ahead and continue that kind of destruction, because if they do, they're going to end up being champions.
Oh, yeah.
And if
down.
they're champions, that is quite an achievement at such a young age.
Yeah, I mean, if you're BTR, I don't know the exact gap that they have right now between first and second, but regardless, every single game, they're not getting taken down early within the 13th below or the 11th below, where you only get 1 point. So they're not letting up on it. Right now, they've put on the gas. They're going to end today with such a large point gap that tomorrow, all they have to do is relax and chill and not throw any games. They should be our champs. I mean, I don't want to say it, but they're doing so good right now.
You might have just jinxed them. But no, even when they do lose players early on, like remember, there was a game just prior where Cloud9 picked up 2 players off the bat. They still won.
Yeah.
They still won with 2 players down.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, going back to the first game yesterday, right? Luxy being able to go in and clutch it and get that win in Sandhawk. We know that one player alone can clutch a win for that team. So are we going to go ahead and start seeing some of the teams that are in contention, depending on how everything goes for the next 2 matches? Are we going to start seeing some of those teams that want to go ahead and contend for that championship, maybe hot drop them? I don't know.
That could be easy point. For Bigatron as well.
Here. Obviously, I found this extremely interesting because Pachinki's just hugely populated at the beginning of the map, and it feels like a lot of these teams are starting to realize the center is kind of free. Let's all go for it very, very quickly, and this created a very hectic game in the end, where everyone was trying to get around one another But in the end, it was BTR who clutched it out. But we are going to go quickly to the next segment here because there was a very, very interesting rotation towards the beginning of this next circle where we can see Mega immediately sending it all the way up to Unique. Now, it's very good awareness from this team overall. They hear RRQ over here taking a fight with Unique, and this wrap around straight through Curd Squad, past Alt Rejection, straight into this fight over here. And you know what? Unique, they just can't catch a break from this team. Rodfear obviously soloing 3 of their guys last game into a full team wipe here. That's pretty awful to contend with. But let's go to the last section of the game here. BTR in a really, really tough position. They've got Team Queso behind them, all these teams in front of them as well, but they decided exactly where they wanted to go inside this map here, which is right on this area. Now, here we have a tractor, we've got some hay bales as well, and provides excellent cover for BTR going forward. They don't really have to worry about anything because they've got the ridge line to the back. Team Queso, they can keep them at bay. And then going forward from there, really, it was just the Luxy show all over. And you know what, at this point, I'm kind of prepared to say this guy is probably the best player in the world if he can continue to keep up this kind of pressure onto these teams. And they're just continuing to get pounds upon pounds of chicken dinners, and they're just not stopping anytime soon. Anyway, guys, we're going to go to a very, very quick break, and we're back shortly with the next map.
This is discipline, Blank. They go up. It really is. They go through. The firefighter's there, but he gets knocked. A huge peak comes down, but that is it. They get the
UMP Neo versus 3 that plays now from Orange as he takes down 1. Reloads down to 1 bullet, going to be going for more. Let's see what he does up close. Gets a second as well. He's going to be surviving for even longer. That's 2 downs.
That's going to burn out a little bit utilities here. However, Queso here going for the flanks and ARW gets taken out. The size scratch shot. Cheeky plays, gets out of the zone, knocks Ayala away from Mystic.
That was amazing. And so is this from Clutch Goal as he wipes them out. Just takes down 3. Team Queso going down like flies.
Top Esports trying to crash into the compound from Entity, but Mega, they're holding down with 1. Stone, a massive fragger for the squad. Goes for the challenge, 1 goes low. It's just Marco out the door. He needs to try and get it done. Has the teammate, 1 goes down. He goes in for the spray, low on bullets. He's still holding it down. He pushes it in, and he goes down. Stone!
everyone to the PUBG Mobile Club Open 2019 Fall Split Global Finals. First of all, as we get into our next match here, match number 9, I gotta give a shout out to a special man here on the side of the screen. You can't see. He can't hear me, so maybe I won't give him a shout out. Derek G. Not you. No, Derek G, because he's a good player. Yeah, shout out for his loss earlier on today.
Depends who you ask, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think he could beat you on a one-on-one.
Probably.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I never said I could beat him.
I mean,
I bet he could grow a better mustache too.
He hasn't played in about like 3 months, but I think he could beat you.
So, talking about the game, Bigatron, we saw him upstairs. They're chilling. I told them about their lead. They have a 58-point lead. You know what they told me?
We're gonna get that win in Vikendi.
They didn't say that.
They told you.
But maybe
we follow you on Instagram.
Luxy does, and Luxy likes my post, by the way. But they said that the 58-point lead is not big enough for them, that at the end of the day, they want to have an even bigger lead, because this is how I'm looking at it, guys. Yesterday was Monday. Today is Wednesday. Tomorrow is Friday. So if you can get when it comes to the 3 days of games, if you can get over the hump day with a good lead coming into Friday, it's going to be all about the party.
Okay, we might have to show them a calendar after this. But they did
enough water.
That's my analogy, because there's 3 days. Today's like the Wednesday
well, there's 7
of
days
the tournament.
Anyways, Vikendi's coming up.
That's my analogy.
It's gonna be good. Are they gonna be able to win at Vikendi? We saw them win. We saw them win a couple times in prelims. Can they do it? What do you think, Jason?
Yeah, I think they can. I think they can.
Thank you, Jason. I think I was gonna say no, because they did not do it earlier on, but I think with the momentum they now have, 2 chicken dinners back-to-back, with Luxy performing like he is, I think they could do it.
Can they get that back-to-back-to-back?
Yes.
Yes?
Me too. I'll put my money on it.
How much
Will
are
you
you
put
going
your
to put on
mustache
it?
on it?
I was going to say that, but I said, no.
Wait, how much?
Like 20 ringgits. That's
All
like
right.
1 USD.
That's easy.
It's not. It's
something
like
like that. Okay, 20 ringgits. I got you.
Well, I did see you have your calculator out to find 98 minus 95 to find the difference. And it was 3. Hey,
That's Team Queso on top. So
there you go.
I think at the end of the day, Top Esports could overtake Queso. I mean, they've also been a squad that has just been on the ball today, doing a great job. So we'll see.
Thing is, though, this is not the prelims, right? Where it's like a battle for second place or battle for third place. It's a battle for first place. You want to take home the title, especially for Top Esports to do it back-to-back. Now, going into Vikendi, we already heard our thoughts on Bigatron. Do you think they're going to do it again?
Yes, I think they're going to do it again. And I'm actually looking forward to one of the teams that are at the bottom to surprise us a little bit. Because if they're even going to try to be in contention, now is the time to do it. If they don't do it now, then tomorrow they're just going to be trying to play just to continue their name in a way. If not, they're just